Okay, so I just wanted to talk about, what I always talk about. I know you wouldn't know. Of course, you wouldn't know. But one of the reasons I am not a feminist, one of the reasons I am anti-feminist, it is because, the BS. It's a lot of BS. I just found out about Wendy Williams. She's been gone for quite a while, and I mean mentally gone. I think I got to see a video. She was just like bugging, like talking about that I cannot do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I gotta get ready for Nickelodeon or whatever. I gotta do, I don't know, really, really bad. I mean, like cuckoo, kind of bad. But I guess she kept on going. Well, first of all, I have not watched television for like 10 years because I'm in my process of mental decolonization. Well, she was trending for like 2 minutes because she fainted in her show, and nobody believed her. Nobody believed her. I was like, even when she fainted, she looked fake. Everything was fake about her. And she was like 6'10", no ass, no hips, but she divorced her husband that, I mean, she was lucky in the first place to find somebody to put up with her. And saying because he fathered a child with another woman. And actually I did a search on, just Wendy and whatever, and it came out a picture of the other woman, I mean, like, surprise, surprise, she is a woman. Not like Sasquatch. It's like they think they're like, I don't know, they're so delusional. And this is why we gotta stop this feminism thing, like, oh, you can do whatever you want, you can be whatever you want, you can like whatever you want. Wow. And as always, it's not like, hey guys, you see the moral of the story. Stay in your damn lane. You stay in your damn lane, you're gonna be better off. Oh, no. I gotta be a DJ, I gotta be this, I gotta be that, and like, bitch, that shit is dangerous. There's a lot of crazies and drug addicts and whatnot, and racists. Well, I mean, I can only imagine, what she went through in her life, what she had to put up with, because she was ambitious. She wanted to be number one. It's like she have, I found out because I got to see a couple of documentaries, the ones that they're fans or, I don't know, stalkers or, I don't know, gossip people do. And they're very extensive. I had no idea. I had no idea. She got a star in the Walk of Fame. And that's a sign, that when the slave master reward you like that, it is because you've done his work. It's like Whitney Houston all over again, except bitch don't sing, can't act. She's like 7 feet tall. I mean, like, no ass, no hips. It's like, why is it so difficult for these women to, put themselves in context? I used to have a friend. He used to show me. I mean, he's now with this woman for like 3 years. I hope it work out. I don't see him ecstatic, but I don't think life is about that. I want another piece of bread. It was awful. Why can't they make decent bread? I mean, they make it, but they make like 10 pieces and it fly like right away. Oh my God, sticky. It is beyond pathetic to see these women, like these boss bitches, like, so the documentaries are awful. I don't know. She got a Lifetime television, which is awful as well, because she attacking this man, the father of her son, which he should get checked, mentally get checked. Why you put up with Sasquatch for 20 years? 25 years, she said. 25 years they was together. And for what? The reason she was able to do and say what she was able to say was because of him. It's like one of the documentaries, there's people saying, he is really scary, talking about her husband, as he should have been, with the mouth of his wife. I mean, he was not only her husband, it was her bodyguard, it was her, manager and whatnot, because she couldn't. She tried to make it sound like, oh my God, he was overstepping his bounds or something like that. Like, no, bitch, your ambition. One of these documentaries, I think, is called What a Mess. I mean, I guess that's a start, right? It is horrific. It is horrific because she's like in a senior home, and then she says her legs are getting like really big, swollen. Well, they're really big already, Sasquatch, but swollen because she got this, she got that. She got like 10 ailments, serious ailments, including, endocrinology. And they say that's why her eyes is like, I don't know. It's all marketing. It is all marketing. Last night, I was already in bed and I was just like, and I got suggested a sound bite, like I hate sound bites. And I was like, because I did a search and there's nothing about Wendy, in the last 3 years. And I was like, I guess she wasn't faking it. She wasn't faking it. She was with looking like a Statue of Liberty costume, and she looked like an owl, but on crack, an owl on crack. And this is a perfect crime, in my opinion, because bitch is like, she talked about that she was a cokehead. God knows, if that's all she did, they said it's not that easy. It ain't that easy. They don't stay in one drug. And that's what end up spitting out there. But even so, I have met cokeheads for decades. They're still fine, but, and they do put like clips where she was like, and she is like, even that, the only solution is the 12 steps. Doing actually the 12 steps, not just going to the meetings for Narcotics Anonymous or Alcoholics Anonymous, or Al-Anon, which is for families and friends of drug addicts, which I recommended to her son. I seriously recommend that to her son and her husband, anybody, her family, because he helped me a lot, because there's also alcoholism in my family. And that shit fucked me up, especially growing up, And it's a lifesaver. That's all I can say. It's a lifesaver. It's free. It's all over the world. And it works if you work it. It works if you work it. That's it. That's all I can tell you. If you want to feel better, go to a meeting. If you want to get cured, do the 12 steps. There's no other way. And I feel sorry for her son, because in this documentary, she's like, what we talk about, like my drug is that one too, commiseration. I don't know how to say that. Over here, I go to Neurotics Anonymous because I feel like better than Al-Anon. So you see, you even got choices. You can go to Neurotics Anonymous, and I'm learning again, because you learn it and you gotta learn it all over again, because I tend to dissociate and whatnot, and like whatever. It's like, no, yeah, my drug is commiseration, and I don't know. Maybe that's also another drugs for Wendy Williams. I don't know. It sounds like it, because she go like, oh my God, who the fuck do that? Feminist, She go, I was with my baby, and I hear him over the phone talking to somebody, like, oh my God, it's like, really? And 2 seconds later, in the documentary, it's like, she's like, oh no, I gotta get away from Philly, because it's a big market. It's number 5, but I want to be number 1. Bitch, you just gave birth to a son. It's not a cat. It's not a damn dog. You can just leave him in the daycare or whatever. It's a human being. And her husband, being her manager and whatnot, that baby had to suffer. So I feel so bad for the younger Kevin. It is I mean, that's a trigger for me. That's my pet peeve. These feminists is like showing off the, oh my God, my waist. And I used to go to like Susan Bar's parties in New York City, and she had a baby too. She had a boy, and next thing you know, I mean, she gave a party. I mean, that was always free. That's why everybody went, and it was open bar. That's why I always went to Susan Bar's parties. I never paid for it. I mean, I don't know if they was paying. I don't know. And it was like in the Piers. I think it was. I don't know if it was at the Piers. I don't know, but bitch came out with a corset and the baby, showing him all like a prop. I was like. And this is what feminism is pushing. We have a pandemic of little babies assaulted at the crib. So these bitches can be like, oh my God, I'm fantastic. I am like, I'm a boss bitch. I'm like this and that. No, I don't condone that. I don't, whatever, I was just watching. Sometimes I watch this channel. It's called Big E Astrology, like Big E, but it's Big E. I guess he's tall. I don't know. And he was talking about, oh, them trannies, it's not right. They're in the sports with women and like whatever. Of course ain't right. But, we got to rewind a little bit further. The worst part is that they are motivating little girls to grow up, and I want to be an Olympic athlete. I want to be just an athlete. I want to be a professional soccer player. I want to be like, and you go like, that shit is criminal, and bitches are going to hell. And don't ever be asking why my life is so awful, because karma is a bitch. Those little babies, that you neglected, that you overlooked, that you is the agenda, the small hat agenda, because they know that's like, look at, like Project Monarch. That is the shit. And they said it right there. They said they start at the crib until they get like split personalities, and then that's when they inject the personalities, like Obama, like Wendy Williams, like all these characters, like Kamala. See that they got the handlers always whispering in their ear something and like, bitch, you're out of line, and or whatever, or whatever. That's why it's called Monarch. Because supposedly the butterflies or whatever is used or was used originally. They got like code words, and they got code images that get them online again. And they say they don't even know, because they go like this. They say some words or whatever, and then they get into this character. This is why we see these great performances in stage. I mean, there's another theory. They say that these are spirits. They say they're spirits that entered these people in stage. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I was talking about Wendy. So I couldn't even watch. I haven't watched the What a Mess. I think did I watch it? Finish? It was awful. She go like, it's going down. It's going down. Yeah, bitch, it's going down. And, her sister's like, oh, she think God is punishing her. Well, she's right. She's right. I mean, like, the way she attacked her own people, her own women, like Whitney. I mean, like, I was listening to that interview again. I listened to that interview when it happened. Because I was one of those idiots. I was in the street with a radio and my headphones listening to that shit, because it was like, I mean, it was insane. It was insane. It's like people calling all the time and saying, like, oh my God, last night I went to this SEX party in Harlem in a basement, and it was like LL Cool J and blah blah blah, and it was getting like gaping. And I go like, wow, and it's like, that bitch still alive? I mean, like, and I mean, her husband is pretty scary if he wanted to. I mean, he's kind of handsome, you know. He's too big, you know. And his son too. Like, it's like, you know. I guess children don't do what you tell them. Children grow up and do what they saw in their house. That's why Kevin Jr. is at high risk of becoming like her mother. You know, and I mean, I don't even know. I mean, like, I still have not even recovered from Whitney, to tell you the truth. You know, when she was in Central Park trying to sing. You know, she was like a chicken, and it was like, oh my God, it was so awful. And then you got everybody, you know, like even that Griffin, that gargoyle, you know, Kathy Griffin, you know, laughing at her. Yeah, I mean, it was severe bullying. I mean, all these people who, like, you know, like Kathy Griffin, that she's supposed to be, I don't know what she's supposed to be. I don't know. Is she even human? I don't know. It's like she already got to that point, like Joan Rivers. It's like, you know, people trying to figure out what species they are, you know, because injections, and I don't know what they do. And I don't care. But these are evil, evil, satanic people. And what is the number one commandment? Hedonism. And they're all victims of hedonism. Do you, girl? Do you? Oh yeah, girl. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, she did herself very well. Bitch don't even know who she is. So that clip that I saw last night, bitch was in a limo, and they asked him, "Oh, you want to go to the Oscars?" Oscars? She got Oscars. What's Oscars? And that's how you know that bitch is really fucked up, because she she was, rest in peace, very Eurocentric. She couldn't do, like she said, she grew up and she was listening to heavy metal, and she was thinking like I think she was like, because she grew up in the Jersey Shore, so I can only imagine that she was quite a slut. I mean, she even said it herself that she used to like sneak men up to her condo. He's back. The doggy is back. I hope he don't attack me. He don't attack me, but he's too friendly. I gotta put on my bitch face. Better not, because it's a dog, right? No, but I'm so angry and frustrated. No. Can you believe a dog is more listening sometimes than other people? Oh my God. Anyway, I can't even pause this shit to get a grip. When is this cycle of pain gonna end? You know, it gotta stop now. You know, if you want to get a divorce, or you want to live your whatever lifestyle you want to live, don't recruit other people, because we know misery is always seeking company. We know that. So stop telling everybody that you are fabulous, that you're doing okay. You know, I got suggested a video too last night, or say, oh, Whitney, the same shit. Well, it's not same shit, because this bitch can. Anyway, and turned out to be Dr. Ross Oz, whatever, small hat, one of the small hats, and he said that Wendy respond to her biopic or something. I was like, and I thought it was like, I just saw with Wendy respond to her I thought it was recent. I thought it's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna talk about, you know, what she think about looking at herself, you know, fighting with the staff because they're taking the bottles away from her, cursing them out. And that bitch is like, whatever, give me my bottle, and it's my liquor. You're taking my liquor, bitch. It's like, you know, ghetto, you know, whatever, you know. That shit gotta stop. We gotta speak the truth. You gotta speak the truth, you know. You know, it's like whatever you do, do not spread it around. Do not spread it around, especially because you are no role model. You are exactly the opposite. They say the school to prison pipeline. I would say it is the womb to ratchetness pipeline. So she went and that was from 3 years ago. And she was there also, like, she was promoting that documentary, What a Mess. And she said she had already done it. But she claimed she was dating already. She was going out on dates. And she had already met this guy and that he was okay. And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, like 60-something year old. I don't know how old she is. I don't know. I forgot. This is so dangerous. How many women have gotten killed because they're promoting online dating? They're promoting dating, period. It is awful. I don't date. I hate that shit. I'm not gonna be like going like, you know, like cattle. And I know that's what it is. If it happened, it happened. And it will be just like a friendship. I want to be like a side bitch. You know, that he come in when he want to have serious conversations. He want to run something by me. And we're going to have a great time. Once a month, every other month. But when we see each other, we're going to be so happy to see each other. Because I've done that already. I'm not a threat to nobody. I'm not the opposite. I will not even befriend a man who don't have at least a wife. I'm not a wife, but, you know, have at least 5 children. You know, that's the reason I did not pursue my ex in New York City. You know, I could have got him over here. For what? No. I don't know. He don't want to tell me. I think he just don't want to tell me, but I hope he do have children, or he have at least 1 or 2 women that he's seeing. Because, you know, I'm almost 60 myself. So it's like, I don't do that. I mean, like, in order, if you want to be my friend, you have to have at least 5 children. You have to have, you know, at least 1 woman in your life, or 2. And, you know, then, you know, because I think I like to be realistic. I'm an Aries. I'm an April Aries, right in the middle. And I don't like to fool myself. I did that for so long. I was delusional. I was thinking I was pretty, I was this, I was that, and blah, blah, blah. And look what I got. Look what it got me. Alone as fuck. You know, so I was like, I didn't look at the date. I look at the date, you know, of that video. It was from 3 years ago. And at the end, she said, it's like, oh yeah, there's another documentary, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bitch, you had already done it? And she's going out on dates? Can you imagine whoever's seen her, you know, yelling because she wants her bottle? And not like a baby bottle, you know, like, it was really bad. And how everybody, they're gonna have to live the rest of their lives, knowing they enable this monster called Wendy Williams. Unbelievable. It's going down, bitches. It's going down. I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm laughing. It is sad. I mean, I'm not like her. You know, like there was some bitch that she jumped off of a building, and she was, you know, something like with the Price is Right or whatever. She said, come on down. And the bitch came down. I don't know. That was a funny joke, you know, like, I mean, I don't give a damn. about the crackers, so I don't know. But it's we gotta be looking in the mirror. Everybody, anybody, you gotta have a good look in the mirror. Look inside. What you got to offer? If you want monogamy, it's because you can take care of a man. True and true. Otherwise, shut the F up. Because, there's no such thing as monogamy for men. Because they can. Because they can. They see other women because they can. A woman cannot. A woman cannot, because then she's gonna be loose like a goose. And like I have men told me, these bitches are loose as fuck. I don't feel shit. I say, TMI, you don't need to tell me that shit. But, but they do volunteer information once in a while. They say, like my friend used to say, like, they even flaunt it. They say they flaunt it, that they get inside shit like this, inside. And then they're looking for a husband. Once they finish, whoring around, in their 40s or 50s, like Janet Jackson, getting pregnant at 50. And look at her now. She looked like Lil' Kim. You see, karma catches you. Karma catches you like sooner or later. Sooner or later, like we gotta be like we gotta be true to ourselves, because we're dragging little girls. We're dragging little girls, even little boys. Come on, like she got a lot of gays in her show. Like, damn. And she got like 18-year-old. I saw a clip that it was one 18-year-old, and it was a couple. They came a couple of them. Oh my God. And anyway, it is awful. Let me see. I think I'm gonna do part 2. See if I can. What else?